The House will be in order.
Congress went back to work.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
People went to church trying to make sense of it all. God made us free, the homily said, to do good or evil. And people went back to work. In New York, exhausted rescue workers caught their breath. Signs said pray, and surely many did. And some just cried. Major League Baseball canceled all its games for the second straight day. New York's tunnels were closed. Airports looked ghostly. This was Dallas-Fort Worth. The limited flights for stranded people will resume. An odd day for those who work in airports.
I've been here for almost 6 months, and I've never, ever, it's almost peaceful.
In Chicago at the Sears Tower, America's tallest building, it was business as usual. But some who work in it are worried.
And this is the tallest building I ever worked in. Normally the buildings it would go like 21 or maybe 31, but this is the tallest, and I'm terrified.
Newspaper headlines offered a sample of reaction to the terror, pretty straightforward mostly. The San Francisco Examiner was just plain angry. And on talk radio, this is San Francisco's KGO, people, this man said he was an airline pilot, talked.
What more do you need? Do we need to have the Capitol taken out and the joint session of Congress before this thing can turn nuclear? I'm just so furious over it.
Back in Washington, the mall looked empty except for accidental tourists, a stranded Australian.
This is just a terrible thing, and clearly it's a threat to all of us, to our safety, and it's a threat to democracy.
A woman from Topeka wondering how to get home.
Is there a train? I don't even know. We don't have trains in Kansas.
A student.
Just to see so many police officers everywhere. Everywhere you go, National Guards out on some of the streets. It's eerie.
Lots of flags, all at half-staff. Walmart sold 88,000 this day, 6,000 on the same day last year. At the Capitol's railroad station, a sign people could sign, and did. And a street musician playing a bugle call he probably hadn't played in years. Sadness and tiredness, back to work, still grieving, but determined. Bruce Morton, CNN, Washington.
And one more image for you tonight. Tomorrow, many of you will find on your newsstand a very rare special edition of Time magazine. That is the cover shot. There are, at least as when I saw it on my computer, now I'm not so sure. There are no words. There's no strong slug on it, just the date. It is not since August of '98 during the Lewinsky matter has Time published a special edition. They'll publish again on Mondays, they always do, but they put that out, and that picture, I guess, is the one that I will confess I took to sleep with me last night.
I think we all did. I think it's forever burned into our consciousness here. Aaron Brown and I both thank you for joining us tonight. That wraps it up for us this evening. Garrick Utley, Colleen McEdwards, and Jim Clancy will take you through the next hour. We, again, appreciate your joining us tonight. Good night.
Yeah.